The first strand is, what does God say? God says, this is your land, and it is your land and your descendants forever. Now, we could go over and over and over and over that again, and that should be enough. If God said it, that's what God means. This is your land. Even though Greece tried to occupy it, and Rome tried to occupy it, and the Ottomans tried to occupy it, this is your land and the descendants, and God gives the boundaries of that land, right? Okay, so that should settle it, and for the sake of time, I won't go into it, but you need to understand over and over and over and over and over and over again, God said this is your land. The second strand is a political strand. That political strand is, at the end of World War I, there were two meetings took place, and forgive me for going so fast. There were two meetings took place. One was called the Balfour Conference, and the other one was called the San Remus. Now, this is before the United Nations. Before the United Nations, we had the League of Nations. And the Allied forces had just won the World War I. And so they met together and they declared how the Mideast would be divided. Now, excuse me for saying this so fast. They said, here's Syria. You got to understand, those nations didn't exist until the Balfour and the San Remus Declaration. They said, here's Syria, here's Jordan, here's Egypt, here's Lebanon, and here's the land for the Jews, which was then called Palestine. Okay? And so they divided it. Now, if you look at Dallas Cowboy Football Stadium, the Dallas Cowboy Football Stadium are the Arab countries. If you put a matchbook in the corner of the Dallas Cowboy Football Stadium, that matchbook is Israel. Are you getting the picture? And so forever, since Israel came, there has been the pressure, give us half of that matchbook. Now, you've got all of the Dallas Cowboy Stadium. Give us half that matchbook, and then there'll be peace. There's never been peace for land. And the reason why is they don't want peace. They want the Jews out of there. But God said, this is your land forever. Then the politician said, this is your land forever. So we have a two-stranded cord.